Man, it's tough being a featherweight right now. I mean, there are so many guys in this top 15 and surrounding this top 15 with undefeated records, well-versed, well-rounded mixed martial arts games, but there's a logjam near the top. Lerone Murphy is one of the guys that figures to factor prominently in this equation. As the UFC tests have gotten stiffer for this young man, he has passed all of them. Haven't seen much in terms of weaknesses on film. He's an outstanding striker, likes to wrestle though in the octagon, so we'll see which path he chooses tonight as the challenges get harder here at 145 pounds.
All right, so we get another look at this high-level wrestler here tonight, DC. When it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, fighting this guy makes for a really hard night at the office.
It makes for a hard night because the moment he gets close to you, it's like a fly stuck in flypaper. He sticks to you like glue. He moves from position to position seamlessly. He possesses great takedowns from the clinch, from a nice inside trip to a bear hug or a throw. He's just one of those guys that the moment he comes into contact with you, a lifetime of wrestling has shown him an amazing ability to get you to the floor.
Yeah, all of that one-on-one competition, as you mentioned, great in transition. Big spot, needless to say, for him here tonight.
I'm not sure I have ever heard a louder crowd in any arena in the world than this here Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Athletes are ready to go. Let us now see how this matchup plays out. Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lerone, the Miracle Murphy! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Makwan, Mr. Finland, Amirkhani!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
All right, pretty interesting stylistic matchup here as we have a kickboxer on one side, the wrestler on the other. Now, he tried to take you down in the fight arena. He was unable to do so. He believes without a shadow of a doubt he'll be able to get the kickboxer to the floor tonight.
John, they always try to test me. They come into the meeting wanting to wrestle me. Guys, I'm done. I'm a retired old man. Worry about taking down the kickboxer. This guy needs to make sure that he's timing his kicks opposed to rushing, because if he does, wrestler will get a hold of his legs and put him on his back.
Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot.
John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Oh, big head kick there. 3 minutes to go. Nice punch by Makwan Amirkhani. This striker has come out swinging, and he's a very aggressive guy, but you gotta be careful, I would think, to not overextend yourself.
Yeah, you would think you gotta slow down, but not this guy. This guy knows big double leg, double change.
Well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Oh, massive elbows are landing. That's gonna leave him up.
Murphy's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Ooh, elbow from the bottom lands. That had some zip on it. Over and over, the elbow finds its home.
Getting him out here.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Murphy's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Amirkhani. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Close guard. Amirkhani's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Round 2 is next.
Excellent. Keeps dropping his left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for you. To stay on the outside, pumping with the jab.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Straight punch. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. Oh, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one tonight.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing. Because to me, it seems like he doesn't want to put the effort out there tonight to try and secure takedowns. You take a lot of risk by not using your best skill, and you almost put your opponent on your level by being limited.
Well, maybe he can hear us. Bro, if you don't attempt to take down, DC's going to pull out his cellular telephone and start watching collegiate wrestling. Change it. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round. Well, the striking clinic continues, and he's wise to attack that already damaged area upstairs.
He's attacking that damaged area for the opponents. He's got to get that head moving on an axis. Cannot be straight on the center line. That center line, you got to get off of it. You cannot go forward without moving your head.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Murphy's nose is bleeding, and with authority, goes for the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
Lerone Murphy getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, heavy shots raining down. Obvious redness on the right side of his body. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Amirkhani. Well, he has got to be thrilled with this effort here tonight. There was a lot of pressure on him coming in. He has doled out a lot of damage, landed a lot of strikes, near flawless execution.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is what's expected. If you're expected to win, sometimes it's hard to live up to that expectation. He lived up to that expectation, and he exceeded it with such a great performance.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Amirkhani. Oh, nice judo toss for him there. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Stop!
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round, and how about the swelling at this point on the fighter's forehead?
That is not getting better, ladies and gentlemen. It is only getting worse given all the offense that's coming back. We'll see if they can get the end swell on there and try to keep this fighter in the fight. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Oh! Back to his feet. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Looks like that body kick got home. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Oh!
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
So fighter, oh, now he ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound or he can chase submission. Another blow to that swollen area. He's in a lot of trouble now. Oh, big elbow.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh, nice elbow. That was nice.
Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Well, that swelling is getting out of control to that end. You see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You gotta check on it. You gotta make sure that this fighter is able to continue.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. All right, fans don't like it, but he was rendered essentially a one-eyed fighter, and that is the end. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage.
Well, he looks upset at the doctor's decision, but in time, he will accept that this is probably better for his fighting future.
Gotta play better defense.
All right, let us re-rack some replays for you now. Exciting fight as long as it lasted, but ultimately so much damage accumulated upstairs and too much swelling for the doctor, evidently.
I mean, it was nasty. You could see him growing a second forehead from all the swelling that he was taking. He was damaged, he was bruised, and he was getting that area of his body targeted over and over again. The referee had no choice but to get the physician to take a look at him.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight. Declaring the winner by TKO, Makwan, Mr. Finland, Amirkhani.
Oh, how good was that? And this crowd enjoying every moment of it as he was able to use his entire skill set to get past a decorated kickboxer and get him out of there.
Well, the problem with the kickboxer is you're kicking. Against the wrestler, they take you down. And then they pound you out on the ground to get finishes. That's what happened tonight. It was beautiful. Wonderful to watch as a guy that may have laced up a few pairs of wrestling shoes over the course of his life.